It's the Mecca James Show. I come on at 8 o'clock, although it's about 8:13. We had a little technical difficulties. Hi, but I want to tell you, this show is about fashion, politics, relationships, and everything in between. I do some celebrity interviews. I do a lot of things. So I thank you for everybody that's watching. Thank you for everybody that's been listening to me for 7 years on Blog Talk Radio. This is a new venture that I'm doing, and I just want to get familiar with it, and we're going to do great topics, and we're going to do a lot of things. I want to say what's up to my chat audience and everybody there. Hey, want to say what's up to you. But anyway, I'll be on my political thing. If you know me, I'm political. I like to have fun. I like to talk about entertainment. I'm just a very diverse person. For the new viewers out there, this is me. I want to tell you a little bit about myself before I just start talking. Have a degree in communications, media communications. I did my internship at MTV, which I love so much. I thought I was going to be working for like a morning show, whatever the case may be. It didn't happen that way. My friend told me, name is Tyrese, he said, hey, Mecca, why don't you go to this particular site, do your own radio show? And so I've been doing it for about 7 years. Fashion, politics, relationships, and everything in between. I have interviewed almost everybody, but people from Tammy Roman from Basketball Wives. I've interviewed Charlemagne the God, the FUBU guys, Andrew Schultz from Guy Code, Miss USA Megan Tanning, financial experts, actors from The Young and the Restless. I have interviewed a lot of people. So I'm still grinding. Everything is more visual now. That was more of a, that was just radio. But now I'm getting into my visuals. Hey, everybody out there. And I really like you now. The Mecca James Show. Hey. I'm just trying to get more comfortable with it. Anyway, we just going to talk about topics. I wanted to talk about an entertainment topic. We have Carmelo Anthony and we have Lala Vasquez, which I like. Lala comes from radio. Allegedly, she has broken up with her husband of more than like 6 years, if I'm not mistaken. And it's because he cheated. Not only did he cheat it, he allegedly is having a baby by a stripper. Now, what I wanted to know is, why is there a double standard? Women's supposed to stay in a relationship no matter what. If the man cheats, if he has a baby, stay with your man, be a ride or die. But however, if that was a man and you were to have a baby by another man, would they stay? I doubt that very seriously. So they're saying that Lala packed her bags with her son and they're out. But I'm hoping that is not true. But you have to do what's best for you. And you don't know their relationships on the inside. You don't know how long has he been so-called, quote-unquote, cheating. We just know that there's a baby now. Some women can stay, some women can't. Just look at Gabrielle Union. Supposedly that Dwayne Wade and her, they had a break baby, whatever the case may be. I don't know what I would do in that situation, but it is embarrassing. It is embarrassing to, go all the way out there to cheat, and then on top of the cheating, you're going to have a baby, then you have to just like mend everything. That's always going to be in the back of my head. So for Lala and Carmelo, New York, I'm from Harlem. Hopefully y'all get it together for Cheyenne, which is their son. And he's growing up and he has to look at all this and listen to this. And it's a crazy thing. Now, I love music. I love music. I love Mary. Shout out to Maxwell. But I want to tell you about, this is Ranger Topic Show, but I wanted to tell you about Kendrick Lamar. First of all, I love rap. I don't love all rap. I'm not into the Future and the crazy rap. But my favorite artists are Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole, Jay-Z, people with lyrics. You know, I like T.I. I don't know if I like T.I. or lyrically or just I like his, you know, his persona, his personality. But I like people with lyrics. Mass shout out to my son. If you don't know my son, you can go on my Instagram, Mecca James. He is doing his thing, and he is amazing. The line that gets me is when he said, "I bust down mites and I fight for civil rights," because he's an activist and he's talking about real things. So support your boy. Before we go into that, Kendrick Lamar Friday drops a song, and then Sunday he drops an album. And lyrically, Humble, all of those, the whole album to me is dope. And I believe that we need to bring real hip hop back. Thank you so much, Kendrick, for talking about you so tired of the filters, because Facebook, Instagram, everybody has a filter. Nobody's real. He said he'd rather see stretch marks, that's what I'm talking about, Kendrick, the realness. And in this society that we're living in, we're not seeing real. And not only in society, the music alone, I personally cannot really listen to the radio. I can't listen to all that stupid rap, which, don't get me wrong, if that's for you, that's for you. I love lyrics. I'm a smart person. I need to understand what you're talking about. It's not always about money, hoes, and clothes, and all this other foolishness. It's crazy. Let me just go in the chat room. What do you think about the new Kendrick Lamar album? Hey, everybody. Photoshop is not the thing. So mass shout out to Kendrick for doing his thing this year. I'm wanting J. Cole and Kendrick Lamar to come out with this album, man. Come out with this album, Kendrick. We need you. Now, if you're just tuning into the show, for all of those new listeners, this is the Mecca James Show, and I'm doing a variety of topics. Like I said before, this is going to be my new platform. It's no longer Blog Talk Radio. I'm going to have people like Tammy Roman on the show, Charlamagne the God. Make sure you get his book, Charlamagne, Black Privilege. I always shout out Charlamagne because he came on my show, and he's very humble. He was very down to earth. He was in Hollywood. So, he didn't have to say, oh, I don't want to go on her show because, she's internet radio. He did it. So shout out to Charlamagne for doing his thing. And he'll be back on this visual show. I'm going to do a CNN split screen because you now have a split screen. And I'm very happy about that. Anyway, make sure you look at Basketball Wives. This is not promoting everybody, but these are just some of my people coming on the show. Tamika D. Mallory. I put it on my Instagram page. Shout out to you, girl. Shout out to you. She is one of the co-founders of the Women's March, and she is on the cover of Essence. She is one of the 100 women that are woke. Do your thing. I need a shirt because I'm woke. I've been woke, always been, because of my mom. Hey, my name is Mecca. It's a powerful name. She didn't just pick this name and thought it was cute. My mom always had meaning behind names and the holy city. So, shout out to the Women March movement and all of the things that they are doing. Stay woke, ladies. Everybody stay woke. I love music, and that's what we were talking about. We were talking about Kendrick, and thank you everybody for looking at me and listening to me at the same time. It's a little bit different for me because I've always been behind the scenes. So I'm just trying to get more comfortable with more visual. I do this radio thing. I'm working. A real estate agent. Make sure you look at the mjcollection.net, which is another venture that I've been doing for about a year or two. I have MJ Collection hats. I have mugs. You just go on the THEMJ collection.net and you can look at a lot of, I have shirts, I have tank tops, I have skirts, I have pillows. We have pillows. I've always been love to design, and I'm a creative person. Somebody is texting me while I'm on. Hello. Oh, somebody is texting me while I'm on air. Let me cut that off. Now, since I'm talking about the MJ collection, and I know we're going another direction, if you follow me on Instagram, which is Mecca James, and you can also follow me on Twitter, Mecca from Uptown. I have to get back on my Twitter, because Twitter is like, whatever. But I don't have Snapchat, so just follow me on Instagram, because that's where I'm at the most. I wanted to talk about what's going on in the world, and if you're not familiar with that, I do a segment. I used to do a segment, I'm still doing a segment, and it's called What's Going On in the World Today. And I attach it to issues that are going on in the world today. I had a show, What's Going On in the World, with Trayvon Martin, Mike Brown, voter registration. So it's on my heart to still talk about this, because we have a so-called president in charge, and I just want to know, what do you think about how he's doing? Mind you, I am not for this administration whatsoever. I'm not here for it because, they disrespected our president, President Obama, for about 7 years. So 80 days in, it's been 80 days, because I rocks with MSNBC. It's been 80 days. We have already bombed Syria, Afghanistan, and probably will be going to war with North Korea. What I'm saying to you, for Donald Trump, this is not the boardroom. There are people in America and other countries that do not rock with America. You cannot bully other, you cannot bully other countries. And North Korea is one of them. If you're not on politics, it's okay. Hey, I have some new listeners. If you're not into politics, that's okay. But North Korea president, he has nuclear weapons. We have to try to smooth this over with people, because everybody is not, love America. And right now, people do not really like Donald Trump, because he has like a very bully mentality. He doesn't want to unify people. He wants to separate them. And his whole immigration ban was revoked, which was very good, because I don't think he's organized. I don't think he knows the government as much. I really think this man thinks that because he is the president of the United States, he can do whatever he wants. He has no idea what the three branches of government is. You have legislation, executive, and judicial. There's a balance. There's a checks and balance that he doesn't understand. So we have all of these people, and, he tried to revoke the health care that President Obama put in place. However, you have the House, you have the Senate, and you have Congress, all major Republicans, and he still didn't pass it. So what that tells me is that a lot of people in the Republican Party that do not vote for this. But anyway, I can go into politics. Hi! Fubu said, Anissa's mom said, hi, I'm like, hey, how are you doing? Politics is a very, very serious topic, and we'll go into that more. I'll have politicians on the show. I'm trying to get Cory Booker on the show, you guys. Cory Booker, he's a congressman from New Jersey. And he's a tourist, team tourist, because I am a tourist too. I'm trying to book him on the show. Hopefully that will happen. There are some surprises coming up in the season that I'm going to be talking to, some celebrities, not just celebrities, but people that are doing it in the community. I like to talk to real people. Most of my guests are very humble. They are very interesting people. I don't like to interview superficial people. So if you see a Charlemagne, or you see a Tamika Mallory, or you see a Tammy Roman, they are very interesting people. And from my understanding, I also have a relationship show too, guys, which I forgot to tell you about. I have my relationship show, relationships from a male perspective. What do men want in a relationship? What do women want in a relationship? And then we put them all together. Then I had a show that I really liked. I have 4 ladies, all different nationalities, and we're talking about the perception of beauty. So we're going to bring all of those things back. I just want to have a feel for this You Now, because I really do like You Now. And this show is about a variety of topics. What's going on in my mind, what's going on in the world, how we're going to live in this world. Hopefully, North Korea does not bomb us. Back on my political thing. And, we're just going to ride this out for 4 years. I don't know if he'll be in office for 4 years, Donald Trump. I don't know if he'll be impeached but here's the thing. Even if Donald Trump is impeached, right? Mike Pence will be the president. Now, if they impeach Mike Pence, then Paul Ryan will be the president. Either way it goes, I mean, it's still not good, but Mike Pence is a little bit more, I would say, human than the one we have in office now. But anyway, I got a lot that's on my heart that I want to talk about. We talked about music, so go cop that Kendrick Lamar. We talked about a little bit of politics, Donald Trump and his shenanigans. And, we talked about that. My MJ collection, the mjcollection.net. But something that's on my heart that I really want to talk about is people that are driven and people that are, I don't want to say non-driven, but people that are, there's a type A and there's type B. Type A people are people that are self-motivated, self-determined. They don't need a prep talk. They just get the job done. They're leaders. Type B people are people that have to be motivated. They need more of a push. Now, I'm saying this to say this. I'm a type A person. So, like I told you before, I do real estate. I work with children. I do the show. There's a lot of things. However, people, you cannot tell everyone your dream. You cannot tell everyone your dreams because everyone is just not for you. And it's unfortunate that we live in a world today that you can't say, hey, I want to go for this dream job. You have to keep that to yourself until that job comes and you sign the paperwork. Then you can tell people, because there's some people that they don't want you to outshine them. And unfortunately, I go through that. And I know a lot of you guys go through that. It's not that you're trying to outshine anybody. You are trying to go to the next level. And people think that you're going to be competing. And I'm only competing with myself. And I'm pretty sure the people out there are competing with themselves too. However, there are people that are very complacent. That are like, I want to go home. I want to go to work. This is what I'm going to do for the rest of my life. I don't want to step out to anything. I don't want to go to the next level. And then when you talk to those type of people, they look at you like, why are you doing that? You don't need to do that. Why are you doing so much? Listen, people, I'm going to tell you this and I'm going to tell you this now. Mecca James came from nothing, okay? And when I tell you I came from nothing, meaning that my mom passed when I was 12 years old of cancer. My grandmother raised me. However, my motivation is not being broke because I've been broke before and it's not pretty. If you want to go to Paris, if you want to go to France, if you want to go to Bora Bora, it takes money. Money, that means you have to work. I don't do anything illegally, so you're going to have to work. So it depends on what lifestyle you want to live. And I'm a Taurus, so I work very hard for what I have. I like nice things, and I'm pretty sure a lot of other people like nice things. But there are some people that are very comfortable, and they don't want that. And I had a conversation with this person that was very sad, and he's not someone, a friend or not associate. He said, but what if you just want to work and feed your belly? And I was just like, is that it? That's all you want to do? You don't want to own any? And that's okay. That's where I have to be like, I was like, oh, okay. But my circle, Tyrese and Eric and all my friends, we're go-getters. So it's like, I have a house. I want to own a building. I'm going for this job. I'm trying to go back to school to get my graduates. That motivates me. And not only does it motivate me, it motivates other people. So I just didn't understand the whole complacent, that's just too much work. And that's okay if you're like that. But I don't like when a person that is complacent or just very like plain Jane, they try to dim your light down. Listen, people, don't let anybody dim your light down. You don't know what that person took to get there. For example, let's say if you bought a Mercedes car, 2017. You bought a 2017. One person will be like, oh, I'm so happy for you. That is nice. And then another person that is negative will be like, well, why did she have that? I can get that. Listen, you don't know how much that person have to pay for the car. You don't know how much the person have to maintain to get it. You just see the end result. So those people, you have to just be careful of who you tell your dreams to. Dreams are so real, and you have to keep them. When I was doing my show, when I first started doing the Mecca James show, unfortunately, it was family. I had people be like, oh, she's not going to do it. Oh, she's just talking. Listen, anything I do, I can back up. It's there. So those type of people you have to stay away from because they're limited because they can't see it for themselves. You can say, hey, I want to be the president of the United States. And one person will be like, how are you going to be the president of the United States? You're a woman, you're black, whatever the case may be. I'm pretty sure Barack Obama had so many no's before he has a yes. And there were probably millions of people that doubted him. So just because that person is limited in their minds, you cannot stay around those person. You cannot tell those person your dreams. You have to be around people that are like-minded like you, that are speaking your language. And if you're just tuning in, I am not a motivational speaker. I'm just telling what goes on, that what I've been through. That's how I make it. Like, I really believe in positive energy, and I really believe in what you think about, you become. And not just, of course, prayer is of course, praying is the best thing. But you just got to be careful. It's just annoying that you have dream killers. Like Kanye said, should I let these dream killers kill my self-esteem or use the arrogance as esteem to pile my dream? And that's what those people are. They're dream killers. You can't say, oh, I want to get a raise. And then they say, oh, why you want to get a raise? You're not going to get a raise. You'll never go for it. Those people are dream killers because they don't see it for themselves. So how are they going to see it for you? Anyway, enough about this preaching. I want to say thank you. I'm not leaving yet, but I see people in the chat room. How do you like the show so far? This is the Mecca James Show, and I'm your host. You can go to Blog Talk Radio or YouTube or any of my old shows. I'm doing more videos, as you can see. This is like my second video, but I have about 7 years of interviews consistently every Tuesday. I never even stop. But like I said before, I'm doing so much. I had to take a break. I had to revamp, just for myself. Because as you work and you work and you work, you have to have a personal life. You have to date. You have to, want relationships. And I didn't have time for that. So that's why I took a break. But we will be talking about fashion, politics, relationships, and everything in between on some of these shows. I'm going to have celebrity guests. I'm going to have panels. We're going to talk about music. So it is going to be a good look. I love talking. This is what I do. Hey guys in the chat room, what do you think about the show? Chat with me. I'm typing them now. I want to know, what are you listening to on the radio right now? What music are you guys listening to? 27 Khaled, 2017 Khaled. What music are you listening to right now? Let me know. You know what song that I'm listening to that I keep hearing and I love, love, love? Not that we're getting back on music, but I love this song. Bruno Mars. What is the name of that song? Something, something, girl, when the style, champagne or something, champagne on ice or whatever it is. Every time I get in the radio, I hear that song. I like Bruno Mars. I would love to go see him, but it costs an arm and a leg right now. He's a great performer, but I would like to see Bruno Mars, Miguel, and Maxwell. Who would open up? I think Miguel, Maxwell, and Bruno Mars. Bruno Mars is more mainstream, so I would say it could be Maxwell or Miguel. I don't know. I would say Miguel probably would open up. R&B side, like if it's an R&B concert, I think Maxwell will be the headliner. But mainstream, it will be Bruno Mars. I would love to see all three of them and throw in. No, R. Kelly would be a little bit extra in that thing. You know, R. Kelly's set would take like 2 hours because he has so many songs. But yeah, Bruno Mars, Maxwell, and my guy Miguel. Love them guys. You know, let's bring R&B back. Let's bring the realness back. Two people are chat with me, you guys. Let me see the audience. I'm watching the audience. And you know what's so good about you now? You can do a split screen, which means I'm going to be on my CNN. You know how CNN and MSNBC, they have the split screen and one person is there. I'm going to be doing that with my guests. And I love, love, love that. Let me see if I can do that now. Oh, I can, but I won't because I just don't want to zoom people in. We have 3 minutes. But I thank you for watching the show. I want you guys to go over, follow me on Instagram, Mecca James, and also go to the TheMJCollection.net, .net, and check out my items. I have the Mecca James Show mugs. I have the MJ Collection. I have another set that's called Just Me, and it's very positive. It has just me. It has driven, go-getter, sexy, confident inside the letters, which is something that I created for a very long time. So support me. T-shirts, pillows, hoodies, tank tops, skirts, MJ Collection by Mecca James, something that I was very excited about a year ago. And now I just took it to the next level. Everything is online. It will be shipped right to your house. Takes all kinds of cards, Visa, MasterCard, PayPal, all of that. So, you know, before I was just doing it myself. Now I have people doing that, and I'm very appreciative of that. Whew, things are going really good. Thank you guys, and I'm going to be here next Tuesday, 8 to 8:30. I will not be late this time. But, you know, video is totally different. You know, when I was on online, you just log in, boom. But video, sometimes it goes a little slow. Sometimes it goes a little fast. You know, things happen. But anyway, thank you for watching. God bless. Good night. And keep it real. It's the Mecca James Show.